So coincidence or intentional? This could be a copy of a signature guitar, or maybe it's just a happy coincidence. Welcome back to another guitar review with no unboxing today. I'm gonna try to keep this one nice and quick for you because I have probably a good dozen videos that I need to edit and release. You may have seen the Hunter Agufish, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, signature guitar from Harley Benton. We've seen a Harley Benton guitar on this channel recently. This is not from Harley Benton, although it might somewhat resemble a familiar signature guitar though. I don't personally own the Harley Benton version. However, this looks particularly close, but not identical to his Harley Benton signature model. I thought it was a perfect first Firefly for me. I saw this listed for a pretty awesome price, a little less than half of what that signature model costs. I ordered it. It took a full 2 weeks to arrive. Some of that was because of UPS issues and weather. I will say it's definitely worth the wait. Let me know in the comments how long you typically wait for your Firefly guitars. But let's just take a look at this. I don't want to keep this from you any longer, so just take a look. Trying to catch some of the color there. Take a look at the back. Now this is a matte finish for sure. This to me looks on the back like burgundy plum, a maybe somewhat purplish finish. It is quite different from the front. So take a look at the front where you clearly see the purple and black. Show you the headstock. I was pretty impressed with these specs. We're seeing a lot of these high-spec guitars for low prices. Now, this is no different. Yes, there are some differences between the Harley Benton signature and this one. So starting down at the headstock, we do have some locking tuners. They're chrome. Of course, this is resembling a Les Paul. The bone nut is pretty nicely cut. I have not seen any issues, run into any issues with that. This is one of the better cut nuts that I've seen on a guitar recently, straight from the factory. A very white binding, stainless steel ball end frets, a kind of budget looking set of inlays here. We'll get into those a little bit later. Kind of this like sandblasted, rough textured, multi-tone purple and black matte finish. Strap buttons are nicely done. I think they fit the guitar really well. I do like the choice of knobs, rings, hardware. I do like the chrome covered humbuckers as well. Let me know what you think about this stuff because all this is really my opinion. I'm kind of curious if anyone disagrees or if there's stuff you would change or improve. It weighs in, by the way, at just over 8 pounds, so it's 8 pound 1 ounce. Just my overall observations, I haven't had this very long. The frets are scratchy. I did notice that pretty quickly. Catch that on the lav mic. I bet if I replace these strings, that would improve a bit, but the frets do need a good polish. I like the tuners. The tuners so far have treated me well. They function well, they're nice and smooth. They feel like high ratio, probably 18:1. So nice and precise for tuning. If you want to see a feature I really like. Now this to me is super well designed. Really looks good. Look at that contour. So take a look here at the contour. That neck contour, of course it's a set neck. I think this fits the guitar beautifully. I think it just looks really, really good. Look at the shape that forms. So if you just take a peek, really nice shape. The body is nicely shaped. The contour looks great. It's very comfortable. Definitely well designed. It really doesn't feel or look like a budget instrument until you get a little bit closer. We're going to take a look at that in just a moment. But first, I just want to ask a quick favor. Please take a moment to consider subscribing to this channel. I've got tons of content coming very soon. Also, likes, comments on this video really makes a big difference. More people can see it. I really do want to hear what you have to say. I do respond to comments, as you'll see if you look through some of my other videos. I would totally appreciate that. If we want to get a little nitpicky, which I'm not too worried about this stuff on a guitar of this price point, But if I bought the original, the authentic one from Harley Benton, this stuff would probably bother me a little bit more. So let's take a look. I bet some of you noticed this already. Very nice binding around the body. Really nice white, nice and consistent. Now, right here in the cutaway, look at the binding. We get here, I think it's kind of comical. It actually like thickens and it's cut right off. It seems to me like that should be tapered upward right into the neck and kind of blended in. I really don't think that looks very good. However, in playing position, you don't really see it. If you look at the white binding on the neck, the purple is bleeding into that binding. Tried to clear some of that off, didn't come off. I think it's stained into the binding. I think that's there to stay. I'm not too worried about it. It doesn't look terrible. It also doesn't look great. Otherwise, I mean, this is solid. It feels great, it looks great. I actually think it really, really sounds good. So in a bit, we're gonna listen to it, see how it sounds. Stay tuned through the entire video because later on you'll hear my 6-word review for this guitar, as well as expectations versus reality. So let's take some time. I know you wanna hear it, so let's do that. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's start off clean, get some beautiful tones. I do like the nice, rich, and full tone of these humbuckers. So let's check out the middle. So which do you like better? Do you like the neck? Do you like the bridge? These are scratchy frets. So I do want to note I can feel those plastic inlays under my fingers, so that's kind of not a premium feature, but then again, I didn't pay a premium price. I think they look good. Now it's time for my 6-word review. Simply impressive and awesome, super well done. Pesky G string. The nut was cut really nice. The setup was pretty solid. So the action is really, really comfortable, very nice as mentioned. Now this is expectations versus reality. I expected a pretty good guitar that needed a little bit of setup, you know, lots of purple, some black, good looks, pretty good bones. What I got is a pretty impressive guitar, really, really comfortable, looks great, hardly anything needed for the setup. I was super impressed. I would say this has exceeded my expectations. It sounds better than I expected. It looks about how I expected. I think the backside looks better. The front side, I was hoping for a little bit more purple, but I really do like the black with a hint of purple there. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you have the signature model? Do you have this guitar? What do you think of Firefly? I'm super curious to hear what you have to say, so please let me know in the comments, and I look forward to responding. I assume it was a pretty direct copy from the signature model that it looks a lot like. Some big differences, like this one has inlays. Obviously the hardware is a bit different. A lot of the specs are pretty similar. The pickups, not very similar. These are kind of more common, but pretty nice sounding pickups, whereas the Harley Benton version, they're custom wound, made for that guitar. This came ready to play with action lower than 1.5 millimeters at the 12th fret. No adjustments needed. That's pretty rare. I don't plan to change the pickups. I don't really honestly plan to change anything at this time, so I am very happy with this purchase. The minor imperfections that I did point out, I don't think take away from my overall very positive impressions of this guitar. I wasn't planning on getting that signature model. I just like the look of it. I like the features that that guitar presents. I think I've got most of that here, and I'm definitely happy with that. Be sure to subscribe because I've got lots of cool videos coming soon, and you'll be the first to see them. Thanks for watching.